Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of the Bachelorette finale.
It's the last show.
Yep.
Almost.
Well, there was like 3 hours to go through, but it's down to Jesse and Jason.
Jason's up first. By the way, he's a single dad.
Yeah, they had like a 20-minute recap, and it was just like, Jason's a single dad, Ty, blah, blah, and he's a face grabber.
Well, they didn't say that. We surmised that. Every time he kissed her, he was like, get your hands off my face,
it was
fool.
weird.
Then Jesse.
He's too good for her.
He is. And I had no idea that he was also a face grabber.
I know.
But he's a gentleman.
Not as much, though.
No. So, it's time to meet DeAnna's family at her house.
Her immediate family only.
Right. So, her father, brother, and sister are there.
Yes. And they've been burned in the past by Mr. Brad Womack, so...
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And it's going to be tough for the Bachelors.
They're not going to take it easy on them this time.
Well, Jason arrives first, and he's got flowers and a basket of goodies.
Oh.
So, right away, salesman, ass-kissing.
Pretty much.
So the sister asked him, do you feel more in love this time or the first time when you got married?
I forgot what he said. Of course, he's like, this time.
It doesn't matter, yeah. So, yeah, being the butt kisser that he is, he went and asked permission from dear old Dad, and of course Dad was just like, oh,
of course you can marry her.
Yeah. He's a gem of a guy.
That's what the dad said. There was something weird going on with the dad.
I think the dad wanted to marry him more than she does. Alright, so it's Jesse's turn.
He's got 2 little presents with him.
They never showed what they were.
No.
I would have liked to have seen what they were. Because I'm sure they were quite clever.
He like busted into that house too. It was weird. He was like,
get out of the way.
And then he was really nervous.
And they were not cutting him any slack whatsoever.
What is snowboarding?
You know, I just, like to have fun. Really? Fun's over. Okay, so then the dad turned into super douchebag and threatened him.
You could totally tell he preferred Jason over Jesse.
That's right. In fact, pretty much everybody in the immediate family at first preferred Jason.
At first, because Jesse was really nervous. He didn't really open up.
He wasn't himself. And Jason knows how to kiss ass. If he was selling them a car, they would have bought 3 cars that night.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's time to meet the extended family of DeAnna.
So, Jesse arrives first.
He's got a beautiful hydrangea plant. Gorgeous.
A couple minutes later, there's a little bring.
Yeah.
It's Jason.
With a bottle of booze, no thank you, and flowers.
Yeah.
Again.
Holy crap, they're making them both hang out with her family at the same time.
That's so, I know. So, it was a DeAnna sandwich. Bring on the Greek food.
Woohoo!
Yaya, you just shut up because Jason does not belong with her.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't think, was that really her Yaya? I think it was like her aunt.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? Jesse was just being real. And I think people started appreciating that.
Teaching all the family some secret handshakes.
That was so cool. He was teaching them nugs. You left me hanging.
Sorry.
Nugs. Okay. And then, he felt a little bit more comfortable and asked for permission from the dad on that meeting. And the dad didn't seem too thrilled. I mean, he paused for a long time.
He almost said, no.
Yeah. But the dad, you gotta keep your hair short. Whatever.
His hair is fine long. Thank you very much.
After all this, DeAnna's confused.
So she's talking to the family, and it looks like a couple of family members are on Jesse's side now. And they're like, oh yeah, he's cool.
But dear old Dad still loves the old BS salesman. He's selling you a whole line of BS, and you're just eating it right up like it was chocolate.
So then it was time to go back to Grand Bahama Island.
And Jeremy pops up. I gotta talk to you.
I've never seen this happen before.
Not cool. The stalking is,
Well, it's not like he was really stalking her. We're just saying that.
No, he was.
He was like, I gotta talk to DeAnna.
Did you really think by telling her that she was making a mistake
She was
that
gonna
it was
take you
going to
back?
change her mind?
No.
Dude, She ain't in love with you.
She was like, I don't want to drag you along.
If she loved you, she would have kept you. Okay?
Oh,
or
yeah.
if she saw a future with you, she would have kept you.
Mm-hmm.
She don't like the notes for the bar exam up on the wall. That was totally not cool.
gosh.
Get over it.
So yeah, he got his heart broken again.
He asked for it.
I know.
She had to spell it out for him.
Who comes back after they're eliminated?
He does.
You can't do that.
All right.
So it's time for the final date.
Or AKA last chance dates.
Mm-hmm. So Jesse was up first, and they went on this little airplane magic carpet ride.
It was hella romantic.
Yeah,
and they did
flew
nothing.
to a secluded island.
They stood in the water and made out for the entire time. What better way to spend the day than that with the person that you love?
And then Jesse gave DeAnna a present.
A book with thoughts and photos.
Yes.
That was incredibly romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's time for Jason's last chance date. Scuba diving with the sharks. Not very romantic.
No.
And for his present to her, he made her a board game about them meeting and dating and
It was
being
like
on the
their
show.
journey throughout the show.
Right. It was called 8 Roses.
That was cool.
You wish. You wish to get the 8th.
I thought it was a cool idea.
It was and it wasn't.
It was sweet too.
Okay. It's time to go ring shopping. Somebody get a ring.
The ring guy was like to Jason, "Is this your first time ring shopping?"
No.
Oh.
I know. I felt like, eh.
So they both picked some pretty hot rings.
I do have to say, though, that Jesse's square cut was way classier than that gaudy thing that Jason picked out.
They're both
was
pretty
not my
gaudy.
style.
But anyway.
Everybody's getting ready.
They're like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. We'll tie this tie.
I think Jesse was probably the most nervous out of the three.
Yeah,
he was like ready to throw up.
He was writing out his plans for his talking points, and it was really sloppy. He was talking about something like creamy cheesecake. What?
Sounds good.
I don't know.
I wish he
Inside
would have
joke?
said it. I wished he would have said it.
Maybe he did, and they just didn't show him.
Well, Jason's up first. And she actually got so caught up in the moment that she let him get down on one knee. And then she was like,
I can't. I was like, oh! Because it was so, like, sudden and
I know.
crazy.
And he was like, what?
Yeah.
You slapped me down? He was really upset. Because he thought he had it in a bag.
Ugh, it was a shocker.
My sales techniques didn't work.
So, yeah, she had to tell him no. I mean, at least she stopped it before he asked.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been embarrassing.
So then it was like, oh, Jessie. She was all excited. She couldn't even contain it. She was just like, I got rid of that loser. Now it's time to, like, bring on the real thing.
So he went up there and he proposed to her.
He said he found his soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty romantic proposal.
Yeah.
I thought. Not as good as Monkey Will You Marry Me.
Yeah, but still good.
Very good. And he said he just wants to spend forever with her.
Yeah.
Very nice. So she offered the final rose, and yeah, he took it.
I'd hope so.
I don't want it. No, so he took it, and yeah, happily ever after. Finally, DeAnnas, there's somebody for everyone. Congratulations. So I guess until after the final rose, which is coming up in a few minutes. Much love.